100% getting blinded if you go around a corner and they're there.
That's it, right? You have to shape the whole identity of your team around this sort of a composition, and well,
Yes.
they're happy to do that. The aggressive flashing comp. They're fighting in towards the spawn, and they're not winning. Oh no, they're not even coming close to winning. Now with Miori still alive up towards heaven, sure, she goes down eventually, but the damage is surely done. Attackers now scattered as both players are stuck. Kept in by Ness, who is just cleaning house, hitting every single shot.
And I've been a huge fan of before she was even signed. Fantastic. Sarah obviously coming through from the previous roster as well. And Miori, it's just a class-looking roster. And already, look at the explosive nature. This is a buy from G2. G2 have buyed. This is your bonus round strat.
They've got some nasty tricks up their sleeve. Not just the Bucky in the corner. Well, actually, let's see about that corner. It looks like it's about to get a challenge, and there it is. The hand is revealed, but upgraded at the same time. Amy, nice shot. Okay, there's the opening and the entry through to B. The plant to be secured as well. Three players quickly on their tail, looking to push in towards this side.
Of them running around the mosh, buying time as well. This is going to put them in a position where this could possibly be winnable. Needs a little bit more time bought, and don't worry, you've got Mimi on board as well as she hits another shot. Amy's there in the end, but I don't even know if she would have been needed. Might force their opponents into a mistake. Second Prowler is going to be peeked off, but Rescue ready and waiting. Shorty in hand. Boy, Mimi's going to get there first. Never mind, Mimi is on fire.
Not planting, but he'll be clearing out those closer corners for them. G2 have a lot more information to be gained with Rescue already seeing one. Jolina quickly dealt with. Flash, well, it has caught Sarah, unfortunately, so there'll be nothing to be said about that as G2 get a plant down eventually. Yeah, Wingman was taken back to make that happen. Viper's pit on site. Now getting back in here, it's not impossible, but it's very difficult, and I would now tip that over to impossible. Sarah looking to challenge that philosophy, just can't go down here. Keep that pit up and it should be done, but it doesn't quite extend to the spike. There will be a play out of it, but it's Rescue to clear, and now they know that it's not being taken. Well, Amy was able down. They'd play like it's 0-0 and they'd win the game. They're one of the teams I would put stock in to make those kind of comebacks. And you can't say that about a lot of teams. Now GX, they've had a couple good rounds. They've got something on the board, but G2 are starting to run away with it. The response is aggression, split through the TP, and it's worked out.
Well, the player probably won't use the TP, at least at this stage. Oh, that's the player with the spike! Just about gets the kill. That spike down on the ground. Rotation come through. She doesn't know Petra's there. Wasn't ready for the swing to come out, so there will be the afterplant. It's been a very peculiar round of switching of positions. Sarah does have her ult, but using it here would be ridiculous, and honestly,
the best way to play. Smurfette's going.
Where is Smurfette going? She's been stunned up. Okay. Nice shot from Jolina. Does shoot the fake out, and the trade is going to be there, but it's thrown in fairly quickly. Obviously, one of them is Empress, so yeah, doesn't really matter too much, but other than that, the Rolling Thunder's gone for Sarah.
First, you got to make it out of spawn. And Vanya, I mean, she hit a nutty shot earlier. The timing on that, it's crazy. She's not watching the cross, though, so these players are actually going to get closer. Onto the site. Down goes the pit. The sprays, though. The sprays alongside the snake bite. Is it enough? It's not to stop it from being half. Down goes Miori. And now the problems start to brew because you're out in the open with 30 HP. I think Sarah had 10 before she went down. There was no way. Right now, the only 2 times we've seen 2 rounds for GX and 2 deaths for Amy. Now, I'm no mathematician. I have to say that legally. But, it looks like there's a clear formula, and Amy's still standing.
Oh my god! Who plays like this? Smurfette is so unbelievably aggressive in her move.
Not over.
These have been some of the fastest rounds I've ever witnessed in Valorant, but yeah. The one thing they haven't done is kill off the raid boss, and finally Ness.
They might not realize just how in a box they already are in GX's minds. That's huge.
Okay, nice work from Ness, but even still, the trades come back close. There is still a Viper spit down on the other side, but she doesn't make it. And actually, that's it. It's done. There's not even a way for Amy to get there. The spike didn't go through. A little bit unlucky. Well, actually, a little bit lucky, if anything. And well, this time, Amy really did have no chance.
Could still be on her hands.
Already a very aggressive start from the side of Pet. The first point of contact, but after already getting the information, she's just going to fall back.
Mimi's at least close for the right click. Power in has worked perfect. So many angles they could swing from to punish. Instead, they need to try to catch some players off guard, and in the process, Mimi spotted the spike, but not taking the kill. 7 HP on Vanya. Well, it's a familiar hero that has to step it up. Amy leading the charge, spotted the barrel, and reacts just in time. In fact, it's Vanya to find the first, and Amy to follow up with one of her own.
Weaponry, it's definitely not going to be an easy spot to get back into here. Already, though, utility being expended to try and isolate some of the jewels. I don't think they're going to be expecting this many players to be up close, though. The tube was almost full with how many of the GX players were waiting in it. Amy, of course, will still manage to get a kill.
Well, that paranoia. Hey, look, at least making it a little bit more costly. A few more credits stripped from the hands of GX, but no rifles to be left behind. Play.
Already, the Haunt gets so much information. Doesn't quite reveal up Petra, and Amy again. She's having to flee from a Prowler and still manages to take the opener. As said, Petra wasn't revealed, but she doesn't manage to capitalize on anything. Looking like a free kill. Instead, her teammates have done well. Good utility as well off the back of the Reckoning. It's just creating such awkward scenarios. They know roughly where these players are going to be. And for Vanya, well, I would have been very surprised if she didn't get that kill.
Well, Amy's dead, Tom, so I already know Ness wins this 1v3. The question is how? With Petra hooked up close, and it looks like Ness has a good read on that, ready to fight someone else, and that was a headshot as well. Illegally insane at this game. It shouldn't be allowed.
Oh dear. Oh, never mind. It's going to be the trade. I didn't even realize this. Going to catch a couple of the players, but not really anybody there to aggress off it. Miori is going to try and take on the Titan and will win a big kill and actually pulls out a second. Just watching them try and flood back into the site. It's left all onto Mimi. She has been cracked, at least in some of these early rounds. This one might be a little bit too much. Has the wingman to support, but needs to try and isolate one of these fights. And, well, the ping up is going to give Miori absolutely.
With a wall on the left, the returning utility has kept Smurfette and Sarah out of harm's way for now at least, but it's not over. A quick push down through the spawn. Rescue only good for one. But Vanya does a little bit more work, and it looks like Amy's on her way with the Viper's pin in play. That might just come in, and it has, with Miori down as Amy.
See if anybody's going to try and come through on the other side, but here we go. A fake TP into a Haunt. Amy has not switched her positioning. In fact, she's holding strong. Will finally go down, but even still, there's so much still to be done. There's a chance, though, with the isolated fight, but the shots don't connect.
Put their credits on the line for a pretty shoddy buy, but at 12-7, they need to put the stop here and now. 5 in a row, and it starts with this. Good control. They've lost Jolene and no smokes to play with, and Sarah's down. Oh, goodness, it's falling to pieces. Amy was even blind there at one point, still hitting shots. It's outrageous.
Yeah, good luck, Ness. Good luck. It is done. It is ropes. It is destruction for the most part as G2.
I don't think they saw her just there. Looks like timing might still be for her. Unfortunately now, it's a little bit of a different boat. Good night. There was no way out of there.
Somehow they've had a line up to throw a fragment, but no, it's actually coming out of the attacker side. Now they've taken some ridiculous map control. Petra, though. Oh, if she wins this second duel, it's ropes. Jolene has no choice but to fall back, and their one sort of hero play has put them in the bin. They're already on the defuse. They're already sick of this. They're just holding it all of the way. They've got to get this player off, and they have. Managing to find a flurry of frags in a matter of seconds. They've still got to deal with Mimi above, and Jolena will get that kill as well. And now Petra, who started things off well, is going to fall to the site and in an afterplant. I'm also looking at that lurk back in towards mid. Could potentially cause them some issues, especially with Ness just looking to buy some extra time, but well, that fight has not gone well.
No, the advantage now. Locked away, you would think, but no one's checked their back. Okay, Mimi came through just to save the day. Stepping in through that wall at just the right moment. That could have been disastrous. Instead, it's not an easy way back through, but they're making it work bit by bit. That damage, there's nothing to follow on it. nade would have been devastating. Good shot. Damage done. But Smurfette fires through. Mimi again! 3 kills!
Gone through it, kind of blocks their exit. Instead, they're going to go up towards heaven. This reposition could actually be sublime. There is a smoke and there's a guard, but they managed to find it. It's all down to Smurfette running in. She hasn't managed to stop him. Vania still gets the kill. Do you think it's like in one of the spy movies where they've just looped the cam? None of them are even there. They're all just chilling. They've just sent us that.
It's just so camp. I think they're just desensitized to brilliance. Oh yeah, that's a normal round for me. Oh, Vanya. Good kill. Mimi. Oh, when she's got the high ground, she's dangerous.
1, not OB2.
Wow. Oh, that was a great flash, actually. Considering they don't pop back online.
Spawn area, expecting that's where the players are coming from. Or at least one of them. And instead, just about drop down. Petra wins the first fight. Now it's left all onto Ness. Now a position I don't think has been given away, but they are going to be able to work it out quite quickly into the 1v1 scenario. The spam almost finishes the job. And she will get there in the end. The
can help, but the weaponry is not strong. Now, the one upside is that Amy is fighting inside her Viper's Pit with a judge. The downside is they're not going towards that Viper's Pit. Instead, the battle was holding. And actually, Tom, Miori's timing is going to absolutely wreck them. Get your gun out! Okay, all good. Yeah.
Oh no, no, not all good. Not all good at all. The shot's not connecting.
Now, Jolina might be able to make something work, but Ness has to buy time, has to draw their eye. Oh, she's been revealed. Oh, yeah, there's no time to be bought with that play. And Jolina, unfortunately, they were very much ready for that. Amy was holding it down.
Already, look at the aggressive position of Vania. Gonna see that rolling thunder put through, but it has caught her. Oh, it's labored, but she is gonna catch out. Dim by the position of Amy, who's now taking control of mid. There isn't really anywhere for GX to go. With 35 seconds, they're just going to try and walk through into the site. Vania trying not to play too aggressively because the supportive utility is sublime and even, while completely blind, to punish Petra, but they are not stopping. Amy has 8 HP. 8. And is at the bottom of mid. She is dead. Still gets 1. Okay. I don't know. There's just something in my mind that says I would go the other way.
You might be right. Paranoia is perfect as well, but it didn't catch Sarah. One player still had eyes. And it was the right player for it. Mimi, 1v4. I'm a lot less nervous now. First is found. The stun is decent, but those players have avoided. Aftershock through, not stopping plant. Flash right side. It's good, but Jolina.
From the attacker side.
But the null command in response, right, just pushes G2 back. Unfortunately, Mimi never left. She's standing around, holding her ground with 3 kills. They're set up for victory. But Miori fights back, running around the site, gets another, and it's Miori's round. But now, oh no, the noise is being made. The Prowler selling the fake as the player wraps around behind her. Petra has been spotted and taken down. Miori's going nowhere. 5 kills! Any noise. I think they're waiting for the smokes for the play down on A, the noise to be made, and now here they come. They might be a little bit late to the party, but the flank, if they can just hold on the site, no. Ness and Miori fall almost immediately, and the timing terrible. Smurfette might still be able to get at least the 1 out of it, and it's Amy. A massive kill to find. Damage done, nade good, and Smurfette's up close. This could be the end of it for G2. Their back is against the wall. Their HP low, their position's known, and Smurfette hunting them down from behind. She might not even be needed. Although, thank God she was still there just in case. Next response is a flash mid, and a very well-timed one. Just about catches that info. 2 players spotted mid. Okay, they're starting to build up an idea of what's going on.
Making their way towards screens. They're also going to section off this initial control. Now, Vania's utility will delay them at least a little bit. This fights everything. And even while low, or at least lower, Ness is going to manage to win it. Vania, though, on the angle, it's just going to be traded out by a teammate, keeping things even. And Petra's position up top, I don't know, has necessarily been noted. It seems like Ness has an idea, but having an idea and dealing with it should be nigh on impossible. Sarah just looking to try and get it to Hop, which she has successfully done. but a high-low and the full force of G2 are looking to breathe down her neck.
30 seconds left.
Ness with a Sheriff gets 2. Let's see how many with the Phantom. With Miori down, it's going to have to be a few. And, well, it's actually none with the Phantom, 1 with the nade. Something to work with. And GX still have a big disadvantage. Smurfette trying to make up for that. She's made it to the side, but she's heard, maybe even seen, not dealt with. That's a different story altogether. 12 seconds left. They have to deal with Smurfette, and she's causing such a problem. A nade now to work with. She could try and stop this.
Oh no.
Okay, well, she could try and take both kills, but she won't. Vanya's shut her down. It's a bit of a disaster.
Looks like it's going to be on to the B-site defender of Jolina. Backside. Smurfette has that showstopper. Looking to try and clear the close angle. Not seeing anyone, and eventually will find Petra. Vanya up top and goes down to Smurfette as well. Who needs the utility when you can land the shots? Mimi will trade, and she's so clean with it. Every single time. The shots she lands are just absurd. Spike will be planted, but they are being tagged low. Rolling Thunder going to be committed. I don't know if it'll connect onto both players, but Mimi's still just landing every single shot. And now, down to the 1 versus 1. Her versus her ex-teammate. Of course, Mimi will take it home. When are you playing against the other pro teams? Oh. Awkward. Well, nonetheless, it's off to a decent start. Jolina down. It's not the prettiest, but the job is done. Sarah on the site. Can't find anything either. Now it's Rescue's turn.
So far, just one to the head on Miori. Just someone one tap through it. I can already feel it.
So nervous.
Oh, you're dead. You're so dead. You're so dead. And it's indeed a rocket to the feet.
Okay, nice shot. Sarah at least taking down Amy. That's the lurk gone. And with the double push coming into B main, there's actually potential for them to try and find players sat behind this. Already, though, such good supportive utility. They know there's a second player there as well. Mimi looking to close this, doesn't get the chance.
You're Smurfette, but they did hear the weapon get picked up most likely. Have an idea. Now they know for sure. The nade, it hasn't made it that far. It's not landing on anyone, but that bullet certainly is. G2 looking damn near flawless. Back-to-back 13-7s as well.